If you are as excited as I am about breeding crested geckos, then you're going to want to come to the Gold Standard Gecko Club event at Flora Fauna Conference. Now, this is going to take place in Windham, New York on May 4th, 2024. If you're in the area, the New York area or Northeast area in general, make sure you go out. Me, myself, I'm in Florida and we're flying out. I have done so for the past 2 years and it has been amazing. So I highly recommend it, especially if you are an enthusiast of crested geckos and just all things high end. Now, what is Gold Standard Gecko Club? Well, this is going to be the first conformation competition for geckos here in the US, and we're starting with none other than our favorites, the crested geckos. We are going to be judging crested geckos based on a standard of physical, morphological, and structural traits. We want to make sure that the animals being entered and that actually win the competition are going to be as perfect as possible, and we want to make sure that only the best of the best will win. If you are a breeder and you think you have the best lily white, the best axanthic or harlequin or tricolor out there, then you need to enter this competition and put them up to the test against the other best breeders in the world. Now, we have been getting a ton of questions and we will continue to answer more questions as we get closer to the event, but your first basic entry people that are going to be competing at the show must have produced their own gecko. So you cannot enter a gecko into the competition that you did not produce. These geckos that are going to be competing, at least for this first event, are all going to have to be adults. We want them to be at least 18 months or older and at least 40 grams for those with tails and 35 grams for those without tails. Now, we're going to be judging geckos on a 10-point system. Those points are going to be earned for body structure, head structure, crests, facial features, eyes, tail, pattern, color, temperament, and lastly, the wow factor. Now, if you want to enter one of your geckos to compete at the show, then you have to be physically present there. You don't necessarily have to be there as an owner, but your gecko must be there. So if you're not going to the show, but one of your friends is, you could send the gecko with them, but the gecko must be physically present so the judges can actually look at them in person and put them up against the other geckos. Breeders that are thinking of entering their geckos into the competition will need to be club members and they must register their gecko. But for this first competition, I am waiving both of those things, and all you have to do is reserve your spot for the gecko category that you want your animal to compete in. Guys, we are beyond excited to launch Gold Standard Gecko Club at Flora Fauna. If you want to find out more information, go to www.goldstandardgeckoclub.com. And if you want to register to compete at the show, make sure you email info@goldstandardgeckoclub.com. The whole point of this is to raise the bar when it comes to breeding and incentivize breeders to actually produce higher quality animals. So I truly think this is going to be a great addition to the hobby. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I can't wait to see you guys there, and good luck to those that will be competing.